And we are live once again, back in the house with the people's co-host, with the co-host with the most host. That doesn't make any sense.
Most hosts?
The the co with the most ho.
Wow.
The co's with the most hoes.
None of the above.
Stop it now. Welcome back to the main event, Baron. How's it going, buddy?
I'm pretty good. How about yourself?
Doing good, man. Doing good. Trying to do something different with these new podcasts. So, how's your week been, man? Walk us through your week.
I pretty much just work and come home.
Fair enough.
I went to Greensboro this weekend with my sister.
Okay. Which is y'all two went? The things didn't go with you?
No, they did not.
You said that fast too. You said that real fast.
They were with their father this weekend.
Okay. Cool, man. Cool. Good that you got to get out and do some things. I didn't get to see, of course, I didn't get to see WrestleMania Backlash. I don't even know what WrestleMania Backlash is.
I fell asleep for half an hour in between it. Apparently the women's tag titles changed hands. I only knew that because I saw a tweet about it. I slept through the whole. When I say I slept through the whole match, I didn't know it happened until I saw somebody tweeted about
it. So I have no idea why they even renamed it WrestleMania Backlash. Like it makes a difference. Just call it Backlash.
Well, I agree with you, but there are people that exist that are too stupid to know that Backlash meant Backlash from WrestleMania.
In the words of Baron, fair enough.
Yeah, they have to cater to the lowest common denominator,
which is me. I'm the lowest common denominator.
Wow, that is not true.
That is me. Number 2 right here. Lowest. Matter of fact, yeah, number 2, the second lowest common denominator. Right above. I don't know who else am I above right now.
Bozo the Clown.
There we go. I'm number 2 lowest common denominator above Bozo the Clown. Mac, if you happen to be looking at this, Mac, which I know eventually you will be, go ahead and clip that and save that for the real. Anyway, man. All right, y'all. So welcome back. Episode 4 of the Blerd Tribunal podcast. I am your host, Uncle Mike 80, along with my co-host, my co-pilot, Baron Rufus, Xanatos. As always, it's always a tricky thing to get him up here. So anytime I get to spend with Baron, it's a great time. So blessed to have you aboard as always, sir. My cousin D, which that would be his new name for this show, Cousin D. Somehow decided
cousin.
For now.
Wow.
He decided to have a last minute D&D game in which he apparently he's fighting the boss. I don't know. I'm not a D&D person. But
paid the cost to be the boss.
Screw that guy.
Wow.
Screw that guy. You know what? Because he's not up here. Let me just make sure he's not in the chat lurking somewhere. Let me just double check. Okay, I don't see him up here. All right, so he's not up here. So I'm up there doing my retro stream, right? And one of his followers, of course, follows me. Apparently he knows her in real life. I say apparently like it's something crazy, but he knows her in real life.
Allegedly.
Yeah. What's her first name, huh? Where'd she live? So
what's the social security number?
Say it quicker. Say it quick. So she's, telling me about, she can't make the podcast tonight because she has to work. I'm like, cool, of course it'll be on YouTube tomorrow, and you can always see the video on demand, play it back. Like, cool. Even though it helped them think of a topic. And I was like, record scratch. You helped him think of a topic. Like, how hard is it for you to think of a topic on your own? Oh, well, he messaged me and he was asking me to help think of things, and I threw out everything, and he finally picked some of the stuff I decided. And I'm like, did he contribute any ideas to the thought, to the pool? No, it was all me. I'm like, this dirty MFer.
Mm. Mm.
This dude cannot think of nothing.
Maybe he just wanted outside input.
You know what, Baron? I love you. Let me say this first. Let me prerequisite with this. I love you.
Okay.
You are a good guy.
Mm-hmm.
You are very down to earth.
Mm-hmm.
You are very level headed.
Lie to me.
And you are the sober voice that I wish I had when we're at cons and whatnot. Because when I keep going, you promptly stop and leave, which is the best thing in the world. But you're never on my side, man. You are never on my side. You find somehow, some way to take someone else's side and make it seem like I'm the crazy one.
You know why? Because I'm on the side of logic.
So I ain't got logic. That's what you're saying.
Sometimes you do not.
Wow.
You just raw emotion.
In the words of Baron, fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. All right, man. Let's get this show on the road. If D hops on later, that sounds so bad when I say it like that. If my cousin gets on later, there we go. If D gets, so if I get on the D later, we'll get the show rolling. See, it doesn't sound right. Yeah, it doesn't sound right. If he gets on later, we'll incorporate some of the stuff he was talking about. But until then, we'll do what we got to do. So let's start off. Baron, you're a cosplayer. I'm a cosplayer. We are novice cosplayers. So don't expect, if you ever see us at a con, to be looking like Shang Tsung, changing up 25 different times in one night with all this crazy, huh?
You are a cosplayer. I just sometimes dabble in it.
You cosplay, you've been to cons and you've cosplayed.
I have one main cosplay.
You've
Fire Mario.
You have done Fire Mario. You were a crew member on Star Trek one time because you had the shirt.
Yeah, that was one time. After that con, I sold that shirt.
So I threw the shirt away. Either or.
No, I sold it.
You really sold it.
Yeah.
Huh. Well, I'll be damned. Either or, you are a person who dresses up at cons. Hence the name. You're a cosplayer. Dabbling is like,
I feel like that's disrespectful to cosplayers.
Dabbling in it is like, hey, I've dabbled in crack every so often, but I don't do it. Like, it's something I did once or twice. Exactly. But you cosplay like every con we've been to. You've cosplayed at least once.
Yes, as Fire Mario.
No, it doesn't matter. That's what you're known as. You've seen plenty of people go to different cons, and they're known for one thing. So either or, dude. I'm sick of arguing with you. So
I'm just giving the people the facts.
But you're a cosplayer, man. You cosplay.
Whatever. It's your show. Whatever you say.
But going back to the main purpose of the topic, what got you into quote unquote, and make sure people can see it on the camera, quote unquote cosplay? Like what brought you to cosplay? Like what made you want to try it in the first place?
I don't know. It looked cool. It's a fun thing to do to, get in with the group.
Yeah. What was your first con?
Oh.
Got him thinking.
The first one. Was it BlerdCon? No, BlerdCon couldn't have been the first one.
BlerdCon was your very first. I refuse to believe that was your very first con, if that's the case.
Unless I went to one and didn't realize what it was, like a hot minute ago.
What about, you've been to Tidewater? You've been to Tidewater plenty of times before BlerdCon.
You know what? That's right. I forgot about Tidewater.
Yeah.
At some point, I'm taking the things too.
I don't see why you haven't done it in the first place.
Because that's going to be I'm going to have to get leashes for them.
That's what their mama's for. Let their mama take them, and she can run around and chase them all day. Well, that's a damn shame. Hello, Jay Stonio, aka Cousin D. How are you doing, sir? Are you joining us, or are you just tuning in to watch?
He might be in the middle of his boss battle.
Screw that. Screw that and screw him.
Wow.
That's on tape too. That's going to be recorded in the annals of history. That's not going anywhere.
Anal.
And that's the show, everybody. Thanks for tuning in.
He said he's still fighting.
Oh my gosh.
Yo, them D&D boss battles can be intense.
I've never gotten into
what I remember.
I've never gotten into it. I've never gotten into it. Like, again,
it'd be fun if you with the right people.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying like I never got into it. Like I don't want to do it. It's just I never got into it. Like the most I've done that's like been tabletop related is do you remember the hero clicks? They had some for I had those back in the day. I had a whole bunch of them too, dude. I had easily over 100 of them, and I would play them. Wow. Yeah, I would play them. I used to work at a place called GC Services over here off of Battlefield, and that was like early 2000s. I worked there from 2000 to 2004, and every so often there was a dude that worked with me that was into it as well. Didn't know it until we actually started chatting, and I would get off at midnight. I would run home to get my stuff if I didn't bring it with me, and I would come back up there and play a round of it like during his lunch. He had like an hour lunch, so we would come in there and play like an hour of hero clicks during his lunch break. And I would handily spank him every time we played, and then I would go back home. Handedly spank him every time we played. Handedly. And you know, I wish I still had those. I threw them all away now.
They probably ain't worth shit.
You're probably right. They were still cool to have though, man.
I never got it. It looked like it was fun, but I never really got into it.
It was fun. And of course, you know, if you want to be those kind of people that wanted to blend different variations in it, because I had only Marvel, but then he had Marvel, and then he also got the DC ones. And what made it kind of off balance was the DC ones were overpowered compared to the Marvel ones.
That don't surprise me.
But I would still beat him, so that don't surprise me either. The champ is here. But that was fun though, man. You had a little board and everything. You could buy the board that goes with it. You know, you roll the dice. The strength of your attack, of course, is based off the dice and whatever your stats were at the time. It was a pretty cool game. And I'll be honest with you, I kind of wish I at least held on to them just as a keepsake of times once had. But it is what it is, man. You do stuff like that and you move on. But I would like to get, yeah, right. But I would like, you know what? I'm not going to say I would never play D&D. It's just something I've never had the opportunity to sit down and want to try.
It's a commitment.
I can see, because I see the different channels that be on Twitch streaming D&D stuff, and they be going in.
Yeah.
Like for hours. Like, matter of fact, before she started playing Grand Theft Auto, the Bronze Girl was doing D&D.
Oh, she's heavy into it.
Yeah.
She's very heavy into it.
Yeah. And I just watched her for like a straight hour, whether I'd like mainly focusing on her or just have something on in the background. I mean, they were going into it, man.
Yeah.
So
yeah, there's one channel I follow. I can't remember the name of it, but I'll link it to you at some point.
Yeah.
They all they do on that channel is role playing. We've been playing since.
Yeah.
Oh, he put military time. I thought he meant the year. I'm like,
what are you, a Highlander? What are you doing? You're a damn succubus.
Instead of sword fighting, they play D&D.
There can only be one. Yeah. I slay thee. Ah.
Dang, he did mean the year. Dang.
Wow. Learn something new every day. Hey, you don't bash Baron up here, buddy. You hear me?
I mean, he ain't saying nothing no different than anything anybody else was saying.
That's not the point. That's not the point. You will not bash Baron on my show. Only I can do that, because if you do it, he's not going to be affected by it anyway.
That's true.
I can call him every name under the sun, and Baron still walks out smelling like $1 million.
Poop. Oh.
Poop.
Wolf.
Warm dookie. What's that smell? Dookie. Stupid no hose barred.
I forgot all about that.
Stupid no hose barred. Stupid no hose barred.
You know what's crazy? When I was a kid, I thought that movie was so hardcore. When I was a kid.
Yo, I went to the movie theaters to watch that movie, man.
Real.
Yes. It was either me and my brother, or it was me and somebody else, me and a friend. Either or. I remember going to the theater to watch that movie. And of course, that was what? The early 90s. So that's Hulk Hogan in his heyday. I was in that junk. I was in that jank. Pumped. Watching Hulk Hogan kill a wrestler on a movie that came out on SummerSlam 2 days later. Like, how is this happening? How is this a thing?
I went to see Transformers the movie in theaters.
I didn't see that until the VHS release. And I
saw it in Greenbrier Mall.
And I laugh at the classic part back then as I do to this day. Like it's my first time seeing it.
Megatron, is that you? Here's a hint.
Ridiculous.
He shot that man in the face.
Ridiculous. Ridiculous.
My man Starscream turned to dust.
Ridiculous. That movie is very slept on.
Yeah, it is.
Very slept on.
Slept on is G.I. Joe the movie. That movie is slept on.
I've never seen that.
What?
Back your wolf out my camera. Back him up. Get back. I've never seen that. Are you sticking your tongue out?
No, it does that.
Oh, what are you doing over there?
Because when I try to make it stick its tongue out, it doesn't do it.
But I say either
it's like Venom, man. I only have partial control over the wolf.
But either you over there eating a lollipop or your wolf is having a seizure. I don't know what's going on.
Let's find out. 1,
2,
3.
So stupid.
That's a classic commercial.
And just like that, we was going to be talking about cosplay and everything under the sun, and we then went from cosplay to Dungeons and Dragons to his wolf having a seizure eating lollipops. What was that? Again, I don't know if that's you doing it or just the wolf doing it. I'm so confused right now.
The world may never know.
I'm so confused right now. This is probably the weirdest episode to date.
It's a symbiotic relationship.
Whatever, man. Whatever works best for you, buddy. Whatever works best for you. I'm not here to judge.
I don't think it is. I just deal with
it. I take life as it comes, good or bad.
Right.
That is terrible. All right, man. Back to cosplay, man. All right.
Okay.
So you're a quote unquote dabbler in cosplays.
Correct.
And your main cosplay is Fire Mario.
Only.
One of your
one still isn't complete because I can't find a hat to fit my big ass head.
Don't even wear a hat. Get like a bandana.
No.
No. Get like the beret. See, and there you go. Boom. You can get like this. You can get like a Samuel Jackson Kango, a green Kango, maybe paint some question marks up there, and boom, look at that.
You might be on to something.
You can be Samuel Jackson Riddler.
Samuel L. Nigma.
I really thought you were going to say something else. I'm glad you didn't.
Wait, you thought I was going to say Nick?
And apparently Twitter has muted Baron. Hello, Baron. Baron. Oh, they disconnected him. I'm so sorry.
Yo, I get Leash with that every time. Every time. She holds her breath every time I do that. And now that she's partner, I'm gonna do it more.
Oh, you know what? I'm glad you brought that up. Hold on. Let's pause right quick for a second. Let's pause for a split second. So
Okay.
people may not know. Well, that's a falsehood because out of your 100 and how many followers you got? 110, 112, 120?
I honestly don't know.
So at least 800 plus people know the fact that my man Baron hit affiliate status this weekend. Can we please give it up for Baron? Can we please give it up for Baron hitting affiliate status on Twitch?
Do those people know?
God dang, man. To this moment, you have still not said thank you for me at least giving you some praise and admiration.
That is correct.
I hate you so much. I hate you so much. I've been trying to get this dude to say, I hit him up because you found out.
I will thank you when I get partner. I will thank everyone when I get partner. I will thank Jesus Christ of Nazareth when I get partner. Because I'll probably drop dead from old age the day after.
Damn, Baron's still streaming at 98 years old. Go get a life.
That is my life.
Either or, man. Please, everybody, give it up for Baron. Baron made affiliate status. The crazy part about it was, we were just chatting about it earlier in that week, and I was like, dude, you got the followers, you got the clientele. What's the problem? Oh, well, I don't stream enough hours. And then literally the very next day you streamed Batman, and then boom, you were right there. And I'm like, come on, man. Didn't shortchanging yourself.
Well, if we're gonna be completely honest,
Here we go.
on this podcast,
Here we go.
I already knew I was close.
Oh, so you were BSing me?
Yes.
Once again, you're answering so quick. That answer took no time to just formulate in your mind before you said it. There was like no thinking about it. Yes.
Fun fact, Leash made partner the same day I made affiliate.
But more importantly, you made affiliate.
So I think she might have had something to do with it.
You know what? That's fair enough. She probably had a lot to do with it.
Actually, she did have a lot to do with it. I got a lot of overflow from her channel. So.
Yo, people, I remember I watched Baron. No, I was watching the Leash stream. No, who was I watching? I was watching your stream, and I think you were streaming with her. And
for those that don't know, we're talking about Leash Capiche.
Leash Capiche. She's
check her out on Twitch.
She is huge on Twitch, people. She is very hilarious. She is very informative. She is a warm heart. So if you guys do get the opportunity to go check her streams out, yeah. She is very entertaining.
The Dead by Daylight.
But in her defense, she plays other games.
No, she's a fucking Dead by Daylight streamer.
I laugh every time I watch her introduce herself. People like to call me a Dead by Daylight streamer, but I'm not a Dead by Daylight streamer, but
And the whole chat, liar.
And then she fires the game up. What game she firing up? Dead by Daylight.
Yep.
Or
one Tuesday, I was supposed to stream with her, and I couldn't make it because I had to work early the next day. So I told her I wasn't gonna be able to make it. And her very next words were, "That's okay. I just fire up Dead by Daylight."
But hey, man, I ain't hating. Whatever gets you to the show, man. Whatever gets you to the show. If that's what gets you to people, then have at it. I am not here to hate on nobody's game. Why do you hate Dead by Daylight so much, man? What did that game do to you?
I don't like it.
What is there not to like?
Everything.
That's not an answer. Well, it's an answer, but it's not.
It is an answer.
Okay. Let me.
Just because you don't like it, don't mean shit. I'll get Jedi Oso to write a dissertation, and I'll read it on the next episode.
Oh, he don't like it either?
Hell no.
There is so much confusion in that household. It boggles the mind.
You ain't lying.
Like, you would think they stream more together. Like, I ain't hating on it. Again, it is what it is. He got his crowd. She got her crowd. But you would just think they would just stream more together. Maybe it's just
Well,
me.
you don't really stream at all anymore.
Well, yeah. And I noticed that. Like, I really started noticing that. I think when I started noticing him playing with y'all on Grand Theft Auto, and I was like, "Dang, go Jedi!" I haven't seen him stream in a long time. When I think about it, because he used to get on regularly and play Destiny.
Yep.
Trying to think, I know I saw him play something. I think I seen him play Apex. Yep, that's the one. I couldn't think of the name of it. I used to see him play Destiny all the time and Apex, and it's like he just kind of fell off.
Yeah. He'll be back.
Yeah.
They all come back.
Comes in waves. All right. Again, now that we got that out the way, we congratulated you. You still haven't said thank you. Go screw yourself. So, one of your cosplays is Fire Mario.
Yes. You are Fire Luigi.
I am Fire Luigi. You're trying to work on your Riddler. What else? What is this something else? Like, what are you striving for? What is something that, if you had the money for it, the time for it, the opportunity for it, what is something that you want to do one day?
Henry McCoy.
Okay. What is it about Henry McCoy?
We have the same last name. That's about it. I'm a simple man.
I have nothing right now. I have nothing. I really hope you are like the Bill Belichick you were like the Bill Belichick.
I'm a champion.
Yeah, you were like the Bill Belichick of streamers. So hey, Bill, that play at the 4-yard line, 4th and 25. You guys had a lot to go. How'd you think about the last play? It was good. You are like the Bill Belichick of streamers, man. Hey, Baron, man. So, you want to do Henry McCoy, it's dope scene, dope idea. I like it. So what draws you to it? Because I like it.
I mean, yeah. I just think it looks cool. I don't have these grandiose ideas and storylines about my cosplay. I was like, oh, that would look cool. I'm going to do that. Period.
Fair enough, sir. Fair enough.
Next question.
Fair enough. I guess that's as good as it's gonna get for the time being.
Yes.
I hate you so much. I
know.
You were the worst thing that ever happened to me in my life. Why can't I quit you?
That's fair.
So
I get that a lot.
I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do from probably multiple sources.
Yes.
Terrible. So, all right. BlerdCon's coming up, and I know you're gonna do the Fire Mario. I plan on doing the Fire Luigi.
And that's all I'm doing this year.
You should bring one more thing. So you have the suit. Why not just bring the suit? You have the suit for the Riddler. Just bring the suit.
No. I'm not doing a whole lot this year. Just in case. I feel like attendance is not gonna be that great this year.
You think so?
Yeah. It doesn't matter. We're gonna have a blast anyway, but I just feel like for the obvious reasons, people not gonna show up like they have before.
And that's a shame, man. Like, I get it.
The next year, mark my words, next year is gonna be super lit.
Oh, especially that I know that Hilton was trying to use all 3 hotels, or at least another hotel, to correspond with the main hotel. Oh, I'm sure it's gonna be off the chain.
Oh yeah. It's gonna be bananas. 2022.
Hopefully, I'll still be around by then.
Who knows?
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed for which way?
Right now, I could care less.
Fair enough.
If I wake up tomorrow, good for me. If I don't, good for me.
Good for me.
Moving on.
Nah, I mean, I'm I'm gonna do the Fire Mario, but I'm probably just gonna wear my t-shirts for the
Rest of it.
rest of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that too. I don't know.
I love my t-shirts.
Well, it is pretty fly, pretty dope. I don't know, man. I want to do more. I think with July being 2 months away, I don't really have a lot of time to put stuff together like I want to.
Yeah, see, you go hard with it because you have like wardrobe changes throughout the day. You like Diana Ross, man.
That's not necessarily altogether 100% accurate.
That is 200% accurate.
That is no. Okay, so
I've witnessed you do it.
okay, but hear me out. So
Okay.
sure, okay, I do have more than one cosplay. So so for the people viewing, my very first cosplay that I did was at Dragon Con at 2017. Yes, 2017. I was matter of fact, I was the gunslinger from what's the name of that movie that flopped with Idris Elba?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one.
The Dark Tower. Dark Tower.
Yeah. I forgot about that one.
That was my very first cosplay, was the gunslinger. It was, I mean, for the time, now that was something I put together like quick, because I remember I went to this.
Sometimes those be the best ones.
Hey, and I was very fortunate. Like, I went to this costume shop that's down the street from here, and I was able to buy the boots.
Yep. Had a real gun.
I had a gun. Matter of fact, I still own the.
Calling me.
Get your hose in check, boy.
I told her I was recording a podcast.
Oof.
Oh well. Continue.
But I was fortunate enough that I found the boots. Actually, did I buy the boots? No, I still got the boots. I got the boots. I still own the vest. I still got the shirt. The gun I had to take back. That was a rental. The gun belt was a rental. And then God, what else? What else did I have?
Where'd you rent it from?
It's a place called, I think it's called Echoes in Time.
Oh, okay, cool.
And they have ton. It's like a huge store. You think of like an adult, like an adult, not that kind of adult. Yeah, going there tomorrow.
Yep.
But it's not like the kid stuff you see at like Party City, where it's like, oh, I can go dressed as
plastic.
Yeah, oh, I can go dressed as a banana. Yay, banana me. Like, it's actually stuff like, they got adult costumes you can have, like, princesses or, monsters or whatever you find there. So
like legit.
Yeah, like costumes. There we go, legit costumes, not like the kind of knockoff stuff that you'll put together.
I might actually have to check them out for real, see what they got.
Yeah. It's and it's not too terribly pricey. Depending on what you want to get, but they got a lot of stuff in there, and of course they have a lot of stuff that is either used or returns. Will be the same thing, I guess. So you can go through like a rack, and they have a rack of just a whole bunch of stuff laid out. You go through it, maybe you pick up something, maybe you don't pick up something. I mean, whatever you want to try to put together. It's actually it's a good place. So yeah, next time you're in town, man, I have to take you down there.
Echoes in Time.
Yes, I think that's what it's called.
Okay.
Yeah, Echoes in Time. I could be wrong. Probably wrong.
Sounds good.
Yeah. So
now I want to do a group cosplay with the Things before they get too old or want to do it, because I was going to do Cat in the Hat and have them dress up as the Things.
I say go for it, dude.
They might be too old for that now. They might not want to do that.
Oh, please, man. As much as they like being around you and doing all this crazy stuff, I don't think there'll be any problems.
They wouldn't want to do that. Kaylee got a little boyfriend now. Yeah, that's happening.
So as I was saying,
old.
So as I was saying, what? So let me get this straight. She has a friend that happens to be a boy.
That would be technically correct.
Okay. I'm just making sure, because if I see some little dude walking down the street going to her house, he might get jacked up.
Hey, there's nothing I can do about that.
I know there's nothing you can do about it because you're way in Richmond. I'm around the
If
corner.
I was there, there's nothing I could do about it. I met the boy.
Does he live in the neighborhood?
Nah, he live on the other side of the water.
Okay, I was about to say, because I would have no issues with rolling beside him and snatching him up by the collar and shaking him a couple of times.
He might snatch you up by the collar.
God dang, what is she dating, a grown man? What is going on?
No. We'll get into that off air.
Okay. I had to say, yeah.
I'm not gonna say anything that might get me in trouble later.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I just want to roll down the street and get jacked up by like a 10-year-old kid that's been bench pressing 200 pounds for the rest of his life.
You go roll up to him and be like, "What you doing?" He go like, "What you doing?"
Nothing.
Uh-oh. Look who in the chat. One of my favorite people.
Wow. Like, I feel like Iron Man watching him getting the tar beat of himself with Captain America and Bucky. I used to be one of your favorite people too.
You still are.
You don't tell me.
It's unspoken.
That sounded so forced. like a read from a piece of paper. Yes, I do like you.
What paper?
Throw this away. Hello, Psylocke 13. How are you doing, ma'am? Feel like I've seen you in a lifetime and forever.
That's your fault.
God dang, Baron.
Huh? What?
Oh my god. All right.
Oh, I thought I muted myself. Sorry.
Shut up. Oh, the bromance is in the air. There is no bromance here. I give my love and affection to Baron, and Baron negate.
What you call it?
Yeah. Baron, I gave you so much praise and admiration for making Affiliate just 2 days ago, in which every time I gave you a compliment, you either downplay it or ignore it.
You call it downplay. I call it keeping it real, son.
In which, to this point, you still have not said thank you for just showing some love.
That's correct.
You're still not going to say it. So you're still not going to say it, huh?
What do you think?
It's for no reason, man. It's just no reason. No reason for any of this.
I laugh to keep from crying.
Oh, go screw yourself. Go screw yourself. You can go straight up screw yourself. All right, man. All right, so let's.
So what were you planning on cosplaying as?
I don't know. Like, of course, like we talked about before, I'm gonna bring myself for Fire Luigi. So of course I got Fire Mario, Fire Luigi, and
Iron Fist.
I would like to. I think I want to do something different.
Turn my mic up. My mic can't go any higher.
I'm gonna turn the desktop up. Turn it up a little bit. All right, desktop audio is up a little higher, so maybe it was on my side. I just turned it up. We'll see what happens. Well, yeah. So yeah, I got the Fire Luigi, and I was trying to find some stuff to go along with it, like accessories. Like for the longest time, I've been trying to find fireballs, or like at least a fire flower or something to go along with it.
And you know what? I have found some at one time, but I kind of forgot about it because on the one hand, I don't feel like carrying that shit around all day.
Well, I mean, true.
I mean, granted, it would look dope in a picture, but the other side of that is I'm gonna have to carry that shit around all day.
Well, I ain't gotta say you gotta have like a whole bunch of stuff. I mean, it can easily be either the fireball or it can be the flower. I mean,
oh, I meant even if it was one thing.
You just don't want to walk around with nothing.
Right.
I don't want nothing in my hands because I gotta fight somebody.
I mean, you know how we do. We buy pops and a whole bunch of other bullshit, and that's just one more thing we gotta carry around.
You know what, man? I'm glad you brought that up. That'll be a topic for another podcast.
Oh, pops.
Oh my gosh. Maybe I will.
I've created a monster.
Maybe I'll take the screen down for the next cast, and they can see the wall of pops behind me, and how you ruined my life with pops.
You're welcome.
Oh, I get it. You're
I
welcome, but I won't get a
I
thank you.
have right. I haven't bought any pops in a very long time. Yeah, Matt, he got a pop addiction.
Mac, it's not an addiction. All right, I can stop whenever I want to.
It's an addiction.
I can stop whenever I want to. I have not bought a pop in 2 weeks.
Yeah, but every other day you sending me pictures of ones that you almost about to buy.
Hold on, you do the same thing.
I do not.
Oh, so you can just tell falsehoods on the cast, huh?
Oh, it's not a falsehood.
You sent me one not long ago, and when I say not long ago, probably like last month. But you sent me one of when you took a picture. So wait a minute. So when you send pictures of them, what, you just get them from the website? Are you actually looking at them? Where you get them from? Where do you see
No,
them?
I just be in a store and I see one and I just send you pictures of them.
And
And when I take the pictures, I keep walking right past them.
okay, see, that's two different things. All right, I take pictures of them too and keep walking past them as well.
That's a lie.
But then there are plenty of times where I take pictures and I just take them up to the register and I walk out with them.
Plenty of times. Top 3 pops.
Oof.
That's gonna be very hard for you.
Shut up.
I have a pop of the Kool-Aid Man. It is very large. It's so big I gotta put it in my closet.
Wow. I don't know what my top 3 pops are.
I also have a pop of Ben Grimm the Thing. That's also so big I have to put it in my closet.
See, I don't want that one. I know what you're talking about too. I don't want that one. I like it. Well, yes. Sorry. All right. Calm down. Whoa. Calm down. Calm down.
Michael Knight in Kit.
I don't know. I don't think I have a favorite. I can't. I don't know.
I have the TARDIS.
I like my Okoye, the one that the hair comes off. I like that one.
Yeah, that one's good.
I'm trying to think. So if I turn around, I'm gonna check everything up. Just trying to remember what I got behind me.
I have Mr. Rourke from Fantasy Island.
Wow. I got matter of fact, hold on. I'm trying to see from here. I got Jessica Fletcher from Murder She Wrote.
Nice.
How about that? And I got pretty much the entire collection.
Murder She Wrote.
Oh my goodness. And I pretty much got the entire collection of Coming to America and Trading Places. I even got the only one from Coming to America I'm missing is Randy Watson. Yeah.
I feel like I saw that one.
I mean, you have. Dude, if you haven't seen it in person, I've sent pictures of them to you. So you've seen plenty of them.
That's true.
Yeah, you ain't missing nothing.
I have Traveling Uncle Matt from Fraggle Rock.
That's something I would like to cosplay as one day.
I can see that.
I would love to do Traveling Matt. That'll be my goal for next year at BlerdCon. Traveling Matt. I just need the crazy hair and the safari hat.
That'll be real easy to get.
You say that, man. It's not that easy as you think.
Yes, it is.
I can't find it. I don't see it.
I would say I'll look after we've done, but in all honesty, I'm going to start playing Mass Effect again when we're finished.
You know what, man?
I'm not streaming it.
At least I already knew that. I figured that out because you want to see it in 4K.
Actually, I can't because I forgot I don't have a Series X, so I can't see it in 4K.
Oh,
but it still looks pretty damn good though.
Hey, I was debating about that. I was debating on getting it, but I still don't have a media drive for extra storage. So if I'm gonna download it, I got to delete like pretty much the entire system to get one more game up there.
I'm so pissed they don't let you use external hard drive for that. I mean, you can use it, but you can't use it for the new generation games.
It is what it is, man. This is another way to get some money
It's
from you. That's all.
bullshit.
Whoa, 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 whoa. It's all about getting money from you, man. If they can find a way to squeeze more money out your pockets, they're gonna do it, man. Next thing you know,
You're right.
they're gonna have it where if you don't buy the power button to go with your Xbox, you can't play your Xbox, and the power button is sold separately. They'll find some way to get more money from you.
If you don't pay the extra $60 for the button, you can't turn it on or off.
That's what I'm saying. Like you'll have the Xbox, and where the power button is, it'll be like just a cutout. There's nothing there. I'm telling you, man, Xbox, these companies, if you think they are on our side, they are not.
I'm just waiting for the day when they say we're not doing consoles anymore.
You know what, man? I really want to say, I think I'm 50-50 on the fence with that. I think
I'm all for it.
Well, no. I mean, when I say 50-50, like I'm not against it nor for it. Like if they're gonna do it, cool. If they're still gonna do consoles next generation, cool. I'm 50-50 on whether I think they're gonna do that or not. Like I can see them doing it because hell, it is the future.
The only thing I'm 50-50 on is how soon they're gonna do it.
I see, and that's what I'm saying.
It's going to happen.
Yeah, it's going to happen. I think we can probably squeeze out one more console out of the companies before they go straight digital.
I'm willing to believe that. I'll co-sign on that.
I think they can get one more Xbox, one more Nintendo. I think if anybody stays in a physical format, I think Nintendo will be the only one to do it.
Yeah.
I can see PlayStation.
They'll do it even if it ends up hurting them. They'll still do it.
Yeah, that's just like hell. They didn't go with the first Wii. Like you couldn't get it in HD or you couldn't get it in something, and everyone else was doing it, and that hurt them in the back end because you got all these nice graphics, but it could be better. But you don't want to put the extra however many $100,000 into the system to make it look prettier.
I don't care what they say. Them turning down that deal with Sony back in the day. I know they got sick over that.
Who, Sony or Nintendo?
Nintendo and Sony.
I think Sony more sick than Nintendo.
No. Because if they would have gone with that
deal, oh, you know what? No. No, you're right. You know what? I'm thinking about it in the flip side of it. Yes, PlayStation was going to be released for Nintendo, and then the deal fell through. You were absolutely right. I think. Yep. Well, I think PlayStation dodged a bullet because we really don't know how that would have turned out if they would have combined forces. Like it easily could have been another TurboGrafx 16 or a 3DO. Like we don't really know.
A Philips CDI.
Yeah. Like you'll get this huge big machine that doesn't play anything and breaks after like 5 days. Like I don't think that would work.
Yours broke after 5 days.
My 3DO lasted a long time. Thank you very much. With the 3 games I had for it, because there was nothing out there for it that was worth a damn. That 3DO.
That might have been all you could afford. Them games was expensive as shit.
No, it won't. The games weren't expensive. The system was expensive. Like
they had a chart. They had a chart of all the video game systems with their prices adjusted for inflation. I think it was either the 3DO or TurboGrafx 16 would still be the most expensive system.
Yo, a Mac. If I would have bought Doom for 3DO with me knowing what I know about that game right now, my parents would have killed me because I would have broke my controller and the system playing that stupid game.
Wow.
That's a fact. It's a fact. It's fact. Yeah, that 3DO easily set my parents back like $700.
Yee.
And that was back in the 90s. That was back in the 90s.
That's my rent.
That was back in the 90s. So yeah, just think about inflation. You're looking at something that costs $700, $800 back in the 90s.
I forgot what the chart said, but it was like adjusted for inflation. It'd be like $1,200 or something like that.
Hold on. Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can Google it real quick. 3DO adjusted.
It's either 3DO or TurboGrafx. It was one of them. Well, either one. Both of them. They were the top two as far as adjusted for inflation. So it don't matter which one. So I was like, you mean to tell me adjusted for inflation, one of those would cost more than a Series X or or a PlayStation 5?
Facts.
Damn.
All right, so yeah.
You found it, didn't you?
I'm not sure if the same site you saw it at. So they're talking about the Atari. So they said the Atari back in, God, that was pricey. So the Atari 2600 back in 1977 was $199. That's pricey for a system back in that. Well, because technically you're buying like a high fashion computer back in those days.
Mm-hmm. Now I can have an app on my phone that does everything the Atari did.
I can build a computer for $700 and be more powerful than a 3DO. All right, so they said a 3DO back in '93 cost $699, so $700. Adjusted for inflation in 2016 is $1165.
Okay, so I was close.
Yeah, it's still like, who's gonna pay $1,200 for a 3DO?
Well, I think they just illustrating how expensive it was back in the day.
Damn right it was. And my parents bought it for me.
I remember, well, you used to get those catalogs for Christmas, those thick ass catalogs.
Yo.
And I would go through it and look and see what I wanted for Christmas. All the stuff I wanted. When I saw how much one of those cost, I didn't even pretend. I was like, well, I'm not getting that for Christmas.
Yo, man, them Sears catalogs, them Sears wish list books. Yo,
Sears was the first Amazon.
Yo, I remember we used to get those books, and you damn right, it was like, so for people who may be too young to realize this, so Sears, which was a popular store,
Roebuck.
So Sears was a popular department store back in the day, and so every year around like maybe late October, early November, you would get their Christmas book, and the book would be literally like, trying to adjust my hand for the camera,
like a phone book.
People don't know what a phone book is.
Oh yeah. So for you younger people, a phone book was a book that you could get that would have everyone's phone number in it.
You damn millennials.
We are millennials, Mike.
I'm not a millennial.
Yeah, we are.
You know what, man? Shut up.
With the term I found out now, we're called geriatric millennials. And I'm not joking. That was a term that I learned about today.
I don't like where this conversation is going. This is not appealing to my ears.
Nothing's appealing to my ears. We're old, Mike.
God dang it. So anyway, Sears would mail you a book, and the book would have everything that you could ever want, from clothes to accessories to shoes, appliances. But if you go to the back of that book, if you flip to the last 15, 20 pages.
No, the last half.
Yep, they will have every toy you could ever wish to have as a blah 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 year old kid back in the day.
Matt, I said I've been saying that for years. Sears could have been Amazon if they weren't so stuck in their ways.
What do you mean it's bull? What's bull, Salah? Holler at us. You know, if I can see that if Sears would apply a better business model to deal with the online stuff, they could be a contender.
They would be Amazon.
This would have been bigger than Amazon if the crusty ass people weren't running.
Look, fun fact. This is how old Sears was, because I think my grandfather told me this. Sears is so old. There was a time where you could order stuff and they would deliver it by train. People would buy houses from Sears.
Okay, so a house?
Yes, you could order a house. Yep, Matt, you can order a house through Sears and they deliver. Yep.
Wow. Salah, that wish list was more than a page. Are you saying it was only a page or was just a page? Or is more than a page? Oh, that were geriatric. Okay. Thank you. See, we're not geriatric. You're geriatric.
Accept it, Salah. I'm sorry. The sooner you accept it, the better off you'll be.
God dang, you make it seem like
or not.
resistance is futile, huh?
Yes.
Yes. Yes. But yo, that Sears book had everything, man. And of course, you got to electronics and not even considering like the electronic board games like Battleship and stuff like that. You had your Nintendo, you had your Super Nintendo, you had your Genesis, you had your Game Boy. Man, I would go through that book and circle pretty much everything in that page, knowing I can get half that stuff.
I won't get none of it.
Yeah. Knowing I can get half that stuff.
Well. Not spinning around petting the white cat.
Wait a minute. Is he on cam or he's just...
No, he's just here.
Oh.
I'm just here.
Oh, yeah, you're just here.
I'm just here. Baron hasn't told me how to make myself a cool wolf or tiger or something like that yet.
Oh, you want to do that?
Yeah, man.
All right, I'll hook you up.
There you go. Teach me your ways, bro.
And how are you doing, Cousin D?
I'm good. How you doing, man?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well.
Good.
As every podcast we have, we had a few things in mind, and we've quickly veered away from them things.
I mean, yeah, that's to be expected. That's to be expected,
of course.
Try to talk about cosplay. Baron answered one question from it, and next thing you know, we talk about everything else under the sun.
So I've been listening to it in the background while I'm playing D&D. So I've heard it go off the rails.
Yeah.
How'd it go?
Well, we won and nobody died, so we're gonna call it good. Like,
okay.
We killed the bad guy. We're all alive at the end, so yes, that's solid.
That's successful.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's good.
Cool. So, D, was there anything on your mind, sir? Now that you joined the chat and you've been listening for a few ticks, anything on your mind?
I'm really excited I can get a 3DO again. Like that was
you
great.
Man, you don't want a 3DO. You don't want a 3DO.
I loved my 3DO and I want it back.
What games do you want for it?
I don't know. I think I remember playing Gauntlet on it, and that was really fun.
Download an emulator and get it that way.
Yeah, just get the emulator.
Why do y'all want to take my joy away?
We're not. We're trying to save you some money.
You can still play the game.
That's true. That's very true.
That's what matters.
And Pops, yeah. Pops. I didn't think they were going to take off like they did either. Like that was a fair point. That was one of the things I was thinking about. I bought my first Pop at like 2013, 14, something like that. And it was just a random Green Lantern thing I came across in FYE. I was like, oh, this is cool. And I bought one. I bought my son a Spider-Man one. And maybe years later, I was going through GameStop and saw a bunch. I was like, what the fuck? These things are popular now?
Mm-hmm.
Get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I seen them around and I really paid no mind to them. And then going to, I don't know, probably going to Tidewater with Baron. I saw him and we talked about him and he was like, yeah, man, these things are dope. And I got all these and my friend got all these and we did this and blah, blah, blah. And she got a back wall full of this and that and that and this.
It's free.
So
no,
like
not with Pops.
No, man. So yeah, so we
you're right. You're right.
So we saw him. I saw him and I was like, okay, I'm seeing these things everywhere. Let me go ahead and just pick up one. And then one went from
200 later.
And then hold on, what number I'm at right now? Just for your info, Max, so you can know how far into this pop life that Baron has got me into. I am up to, I got 138 of them.
And I have 10.
I'm only at 35. So
138 with a total value of $21.81. Yeah, I feel like we're playing. I feel like we're playing Price is Right at the end of the thing. We're like this this vacation, this car, and these $5 can be yours for how much?
Yo, when Drew Carey opens up the curtain and it's a shelf full of pops, that's when I'm gonna be happy about Price is Right. How much is this collection of pops worth?
I'm telling you right now, if he opens up the thing and it's a shelf full of like pops, if I was on that show, I would get that Price Right to the penny.
To the penny.
No,
that's 30.
Some old grandma will beat you by like
$1.
by like
No,
2
because
cents.
she
That
she'll be
$1.
the person who goes right after you. Be like, 35.72, Drew. She's like, 35.71.
Like,
and then it'll come up as 35.71.
Oh man,
I hate those people, man. I hate those kind of people that bid.
They really go up by a penny because it's the closest without going over. I don't know why I would.
Right.
Now. But yeah.
Right.
Anyway, you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I hate those kind of people that bid 1 extra cent than you do and then steal everything you worked hard for to get that to that point.
They know how to play the game, man.
Hey man, it's if you let somebody else do all the work to figure out how electricity works and then you just make a light bulb, you're the father of electricity. That's
Dude,
how it works.
Why was I thinking about specifically that earlier today?
Like that's how it works. They're like, oh, who's Nikola Tesla? I don't know who that is, but Thomas Edison, father of electricity.
Yeah. Father of jacking people.
that man is old school Vanilla Ice. He is an old school Vanilla Ice. That is all he is.
Whoa! Vanilla Ice ain't steal nothing from nobody.
That's
all
right. Because his beat went dun 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 to the dun dun,
and their beat went dun 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 dun. Get it right. Get it right. He stole nothing. He stole nothing. Stole nothing. All right. D, cosplay ideas. What do you think of a cosplay? What do you like?
Man, I really want to do a good Nightwing cosplay.
You've been saying that for years.
That would be dope.
So I do have a Nightwing costume, right? But I want that. So there's the way Nightwing looks in Arkham City, where he's got the semi-armored look, not the complete. You know what I'm saying? I like that one because it's got like a nice loose feel to it. Like you would still have some maneuverability in the look, but it's also got armor and in spots where you really don't need heavy maneuverability. So that's one of my favorite Nightwing costumes, and I really want to put that one on one day.
That would be awesome. That would be awesome.
Yeah, or a good Red Hood with the brown leather coat. You know, like that classic Red Hood look. Either of those, I would love to pull those off.
Red Hood would also be dope.
Mm-hmm.
You know, being that we're all going to BlerdCon, if you wanted to, you can go as Yoshi.
Well, why would I go as Yoshi?
All right, I'm a mute your mic to make it seem like that you're going along with the idea, so they can't hear you anymore. So,
okay.
Hey,
Wow.
Damn, that is cold as ice.
Cold-blooded.
Yeah, that is messed up.
Whatever, it's my show. I do what I want.
That is apparently true.
It's apparently true.
I'm just the Andy Richter of this bitch.
Hey,
you know what show I started? Andy Richter. Wow. Okay. I was
yeah, my man.
Try and gloss over it, but I can't.
It's the year 2000.
Throwback.
I used to love that skit.
See, I was gonna say the Ed McMahon, but I feel like that would go over some people's heads.
It probably would. It probably would.
Yes.
That is correct, sir.
God, we're so old.
You know what? I was about to say the same exact thing. Gosh, we're old.
I just started the show Assassination Classroom.
Hold on.
What's that? Because I've been meaning to watch that.
That's the one
been on my queue for like forever.
It's the one where the professor has that big yellow smiley face.
Yeah.
That's the one.
That's exactly it. So it kept popping up. Hulu kept saying, "Hey, you should watch Assassination Class." Yeah. And I finally decided, okay, I'm gonna watch this first episode, and if I don't like it, I'm moving on. Although that's never true. Once I watch the first episode, I have to know how it ends.
All right. So,
but
hold on.
It's good.
Hold on. So I'm glad you're here, D. I'm so glad you're here because although I don't have a scene made up for it yet, you are part of one of my favorite episodes of this podcast. Is what new thing has D not played that somebody his age should have played by now?
Come on, man. Come on.
No,
Don't do him like
I
that.
am going to
Don't
do him like that because me and him talked about this last time. I said this is going to be a weekly thing, and I'm going to ask him something that he's either.
Let's humiliate you every week.
It's not humiliating. It's not humiliating. If he
would be humiliating if I had like a modicum of care.
Yeah, see, there you go. That's like Baron, if I get up here and trash you for a straight hour about how trash and blah 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 you are, by that hour and 1 second afterwards, you were like, okay, and that'll be it. Like you wouldn't care. So it's not. It's not.
I've been trashed all my life.
And there you go. I'm dead inside.
I even went as far as downloading Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3, and I was gonna play them, but then I remembered how you guys said that it's pointless to play 2 and 3 without the story of 1.
All right, so let's.
on the Xbox.
No, correction. Man. I did not say pointless. Mike may have.
Yeah, I think he did.
I don't recall saying that. So, question. Here it is.
I think you did.
Here. All right, hold on. I will mute everybody.
I will mute you all.
I will mute everybody. All right. D. Have you played Castlevania?
Hey, he said no before you finished the question.
Have you? I haven't played Castlevania.
Oh my gosh. No. So I know she's not up here right now, but she'll be viewing the cast on YouTube tomorrow. Lurk, you heard this first. He has never played a Castlevania game. We're moving on. We are moving on.
Oh, she's watching us tomorrow?
Yeah. She was actually watching the retro stream. I was playing Doom earlier. And she was saying that she had work tonight and couldn't watch the stream, so she'll get on it tomorrow.
Nice.
All right, so
she helped me pick the topics for this week.
I'm so glad that you admitted that, and I had to pull that out of you.
I mean, I said it last week on the podcast that I was going to go to her for suggestions. It wasn't a secret.
I didn't think she was going to think of everything for you, though.
We brainstormed.
She said that she thought of all the ideas, and you brought nothing to the table.
She didn't say that at all.
She did.
She didn't.
I'm telling you, I can go back up to my chat menu, and you sound betrayed.
Did she just try to play our boy D?
So guess what the funny thing is about this? So, a friend of mine, right? So I tell her, hey, I'm doing this podcast with my cousin. You should check it out. And then I'm talking to her about the podcast later, and she's like, yeah, I know, I was there. I was like, you were there? What do you mean you were there? I'm Lurk. Oh, snap. Go figure.
Hey.
So, no, she ain't say that about me. She's my friend.
And Tony Stark once thought Captain America and Bucky were his friends. Until they started punching him in the face from both sides of the body.
I mean, in the end, they were still friends.
Can you really say they were friends by the end?
Yeah. They just had a little disagreement, 5 years later, they got over it.
5 years later. No. All right, so we're pushing an hour, so we still got a few more minutes. We got like 20 minutes left. So real quickly,
I gotta get back on Mass Effect.
So, excuse me.
That shit's important.
Yes, sir. All right.
It's glorious.
Mortal Kombat versus Street Fighter. I know we're not gonna give this. I know we're not gonna give this the time that we should give it, but I think we can get.
We have exactly enough time to get into it.
Oh no, you have exactly enough time to get into it before you just log off.
How much time
That's
do
fair.
we need to get into it? How much time does that require? Okay, so let's just
10 minutes.
Who is
take it or leave it?
Who is saying more? All right, so Mike, where are you on this?
Well, okay, so this is where the discussion.
Oh my God, that's
no boy. Take here we go.
Okay.
No, here
we go.
All right, never mind. So maybe we do need time. Go ahead.
No, I don't want to make it seem like, hey, answer the question and then we move on. This is like, hey, you got to think of the history of Street Fighter and what it brought to the table. You got to think of how Mortal Kombat revolutionized or gave a different spin on fighting games with the fatalities. There's a lot to look at here. It's a lot to unpack. It's a lot to unpack.
That's
fair. That's fair. But if I had to pick one or the other, I think Mortal Kombat is better.
Agreed.
Yep.
But what makes it better? Like for you,
fatalities.
Fatalities make it better. I don't know what the discussion is. Fatalities make it better.
And if we're gonna go with the most recent incarnation of both games, I would say the Mortal Kombat games now have a better story than the Street Fighter games.
That's true. Definitely got a better story than the movie Mortal Kombat.
Hey. Don't you do
that. Baron is trying to defend you right now, but he is having a hard time.
Don't you do that.
He wants to help out, but he's having a hard time trying to defend it.
It was great.
It was a thing, yeah.
It was good. I enjoyed it.
It wasn't a terrible movie. It just wasn't a great movie.
I'm not so like passionate about hating it as some people are. Some people act like that the movie being what it is like an insult to their family. That's how like they treat it. And I'm like, bruh, it ain't that deep. It's a movie about a video game of people fighting each other to the death.
What is the inherent depth of plot to comic book movies? Like, it's not. These movies ain't that deep, man.
Right. It's like nobody's expecting somebody to win the Academy Award for their portrayal of Shang Tsung. Nobody's expecting that to happen. That's not going to happen.
What if he did, though?
Yo, that would be the biggest troll of all time.
Let me tell you something. If Shang Tsung get the Academy Award and Chadwick ain't ever get one, we fighting you. We going to war.
You know what? I'll allow it just for the troll factor of it.
I don't allow it because Baron will allow it.
Wow.
What? I'm on your side. What do you mean, wow? I'm on your side.
That's the first, ladies and gentlemen.
I've always... Whoa, hold on. Whoa.
Wow.
Whoa.
Whoa. Stop the clock.
Let me tell you something, brother. All right?
Yes.
I've been on your side.
Brother.
I've been on your side plenty of times. All right?
Name one besides this one.
Plenty of times.
It sounds like you're straining to take a dump.
Plenty of times I've been on your side. In your pursuit of finding a special somebody, I'm always on your side, trying to pump you up, trying to get you.
No, that's bullshit. That ain't genuine. That's not genuine.
It is genuine. How you gonna tell me it's not genuine?
Man, can I send gifts to the Twitch, yo? I'm eating popcorn right now, yo. This is something.
How is that not genuine?
Because you don't mean it. You doing it as like a
okay.
You like trolling me in reverse.
No. Here we go. Let's talk about one time I was on your side. One day we were leaving Tony and Keisha's house because they had a little get together over there, right?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
As we were leaving, we were talking about you wanted to go to Dragon Con, but you did not have the money for it at that time.
Right.
We went to the 7-Eleven down the street from their house. I went to the ATM, got the money out, and gave it to you.
I don't remember that you doing that.
Oh!
I remember going into 7-Eleven. I don't remember getting any money.
I gave you the money for it, and you said you still couldn't go because your work schedule, and you had to.
I did say I couldn't go about the work schedule. But I don't remember any money.
And then you sent money. You sent the money back to me via.
I sent it back to you, or did I never get it?
No, you send it back to me. What's the other pay service other than?
No, I'm messing with him. All of this is true.
Man, I'm about to throw something on the ground and break it. I'm like, yo,
the day of my daughter's wedding.
Oh, that's the day of my daughter's wedding.
Oh my God.
I'm like, I know what happened. Oh Lord. That wolf is about to pass out.
Oh no.
I got a condition.
Wow.
like Mr. Freeze. I got a condition.
Ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Mac is aware of my condition.
You got some damn problems, man.
This is true.
You got some problems.
You don't know the half of it, buddy.
So to backtrack, yes, Baron, I have been on your side on more than one occasion.
Okay, twice. Okay, I'll give you that twice. Okay, you're correct.
That's that's it. Yo, I'm not gonna argue with you, dude. You know what? You know what?
I'm just messing with you.
Nah, go screw yourself. You're dead to me.
Oh shit!
No, he tells me that at least twice a week. That's
At least.
Yeah.
At least. It means nothing.
Means nothing to me.
It means nothing to me either. I could say it, and 5 minutes later, I'll send him like a funny GIF that I found on Facebook, and we'll laugh, and that'll be it. I'll send him a picture, he'll laugh at it, and then he'll send a picture back, I'll laugh at it, and he'll like, all right, talk to you tomorrow, bye, and that'll be it.
If you were to look at a record of our conversations, it'll just be 90% memes and gifs.
That's all it is.
Yo, we had a whole conversation the other day with just gifs.
No,
Yeah.
but that's a speck into the messages that me and Baron have been sending to each other for the last like 6 years.
There have been times where in the period of one day, all our conversations in that one day have been just memes and gifs. No actual text, just memes and gifs.
That is reckless. That is whole reckless.
Yes, I agree.
That's all it is. Like I'll see something like, okay, I'll walk you through a day in the life. Let's say he sent something later tonight, which Baron stays up late. So Baron be up for however long he want to be up. And maybe he'll send something to me after I go to sleep. I'll see it in the morning and I'll laugh at it with the little laugh emoji. And then probably like a few hours later, I'll send him like a picture. It's either a picture, a meme, or a GIF. I'll send it back to him. Or a video. I'll send it back to him.
Yeah, sometimes a video. Yeah.
He'll laugh at it. He may have a comment about it, like Jesus, ye, or something in the effect of that. And then he'll send something back. And then I'll send something back. And then he'll send something back. And then we'll get off the Facebook Messenger and we'll send a message through Instagram. And he'll send something back. And then I'll send something back.
Yeah,
and then
just jump platforms.
and then we go back on the Facebook and he'll send something back. And I'll send something back. And then after that, there may be a word or two in there somewhere. And then
look, I'll send you. I'll tell you the logic behind it, and Mike, you'll probably agree. But what'll happen is I'll be on Facebook, and I'll see something funny on Facebook, and I'll send it to him, and then that'll just start a back and forth. And then later on, I might be on Instagram. I'll see something more funny on Instagram, and I'll send them that, and then that'll start a back and forth.
And you know what? That brings up an interesting point. What's the protocol to like the number of how many different messaging things you can use to contact a person? Because like same thing, I got people on Instagram, Facebook, and I got their phone number or something, and I might see something and we might message on Facebook, and then I'll send them a text, or then like, so like what's the protocol? Are there rules to that?
No,
there's no rules.
No, it's only what the other person will tolerate. That's the only rule.
that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it.
Because all my friends, I'm friends with them on at least 2 or 3 platforms, and I'll just message them on whatever I just happen to be using at the time.
And that's it. I'll be on Instagram. I'll see a funny video with Tony. I can't think of the guy's last name.
Tony Baker, and I'll send it to him. And he'll laugh at it, and then he'll see something on Instagram because he's still up there, and he'll send it back to me. And then, like I said, a few hours later, we'll get on Facebook, and he'll see a post, and he'll send it to me, and then I'll find something in return, and I'll send it back to him, and that's it.
Speaking of comedians, though, Damon Wayans, Funny Bone this weekend. Boom.
Hey, name 2 Damon Wayans characters that he played.
At the Funny Bone.
Name 2 Damon Wayans characters that he played on In Living Color.
Handyman. I don't know. Handyman, whatever his name was.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm not handicapped. I'm handy capable. And did he play like who's the chick with the locks that he played? I don't know her name.
The chick with the locks.
Yeah, he played or braids, whatever. They weren't locks; they were braids. He played a chick with some braids. I don't remember her name. These were things they occurred.
These were things they occurred. I like that.
And this is why we have this segment I like to call things that he has not seen or done that a grown man his age should have seen or done in his lifetime.
Man,
I don't really know that many characters that Damon Wayans has played on this episode.
We could do this segment. We could do a segment for books.
I'm lying.
We could do a segment for books
Yeah.
you have not read that you should have read by this point in your life.
That's two different things.
Oh well, I'm just saying we could do a segment on books.
This is not a culture of reading books and being educated here. This is stuff that has. This is a podcast of talking about cosplay, video games, stupid stuff. There was
well, okay. Well, how about this? So, Overlap, Ta-Nehisi Coates also writes, educational and intellectual books in addition to comic stuff. So what about that?
That is true.
What about that? There's some overlap.
That is true. And I haven't read any of them, but I'm aware.
So I offer you some overlap.
All right. Well, maybe next time if you join the podcast at a decent hour, we can talk about that again.
Bro, always taking shots, man. Always taking shots. Can I live?
Oh, apparently my shots ain't that great if you're still here. Like I'm shooting around. These are warning shots.
Those are the warning shots.
These are warning shots.
My family, everybody. This is my family.
Warning shots.
He's family. Yeah.
It's a friendship. This is a friendship. It's a friendship. It's not a fatality. It's friendship. I ended the competition, but I didn't kill him.
Friends. How many of us have them?
Friends. Ones we can depend on.
Wow. All right. Let's go ahead and make this thing. So, last segment of the show.
Have we checked off anything on the list?
No.
No.
Wait,
no. Mortal Kombat versus Street Fighter. That was on the list.
No. No.
And most desired cosplay. That was on the list. So
hold on.
Both of those.
Okay.
So, although we've touched on them, like we have not checked any boxes.
Hey.
Look. What haven't we checked?
The only box
we hit both of those.
The only box that we have checked is actually doing the podcast. That is the only box.
Success.
Yeah. Huzzah! Man. Huzzah! Well, you know what? I take that back because that's a wonderful segue. That's a wonderful segue. So I take that back because although we haven't checked every box, there was one box that we do check every episode. And what is that, D?
Oh boy.
What is that, D?
That is the Portier Woodbine scale of black actors.
So for this segment here.
And it sounds so far away. I think the creepy part.
It
sounds so far away.
I really thought we got hacked by like a real evil villain. I really thought we got hacked by like Cobra Commander or somebody that is about to just send a virus through everyone's computer. I'm like, this is it. This is it.
Why?
All right. So, okay. So I know I promised this last week. So for this one, hold on. Please keep it out on the screen because I will shift the little thing around.
Oh, snap.
Boppity boop.
I'm watching.
Eyes on the screen. So I promised everyone last week that we'll have something tangible. And this week, people, we have something tangible. I present to you the official Woodbine Poitier scale of black actors. Boom. Boom. Bask in it. Whoever played that is trash. Whoever played that is trash.
Oh, that hurt.
Dad, do you trash?
Whoever played that is trash.
Damn.
Straight trash.
But I will tell you this. I'm now inspired to go to Google Play Store and look up soundboards. So that's gonna be a thing next week. Y'all are gonna have to deal with that.
Button.
Oh, that was the old.
Oh,
Baron, you're trash.
I pressed the wrong button. I didn't mean to do that.
You're trash.
But I'm glad I did.
Oh,
Yeah.
You're
oh,
trash.
you guys are gonna be so happy next week with
Oh,
my soundboard.
You're going to be even more happier because D, what was the name of the actor that we're gonna critique?
The actor that we were to critique this week is Idris Elba, aka DJ Big Driss.
And without further ado, pop. Pop.
Oh my god.
So,
by the way, since we mentioned him, this is a good point to introduce the movie Concrete Cowboy. It's a movie with a pretty trash, very stereotypical black movie plot about a son who is estranged from his father and learns that his father grew up in the streets the hard way. As we discuss Philadelphia Cowboys, starring Idris Elba and McLaughlin.
So you watched it?
Yes, I watched it.
So I'm glad you did because I saw I forgot where I saw the movie and like a the little poster image of it, and I said, I wonder if I should watch this.
If you've seen any movie where a black teenage son rebuilds his relationship with his estranged father who was not around, you've seen Concrete Cowboy.
I never seen Bokeem in a movie like that. Moving on. So
I have.
Nobody asked you. Nobody asked you. Nobody asked you.
I think he was nominated for it.
Nobody asked you.
Nominated.
Nobody asked you. So
for a Razzie.
For a Razzie.
Say it again, Baron. Say it again for a Razzie, because he's trash. Bokeem Woodbine is trash. All right, so let's go through some of his screen grabs here. So we got some of this early stuff I've never seen. Let's talk about some of the main things he's done. Daddy's Little Girl, of course, that was a Tyler Perry movie.
So we try not to count that because it was Tyler Perry. We shouldn't judge him based on that.
Wow. Tyler Perry's done like 3 good movies.
What were those? Don't worry, I'll wait.
Caller, are you still there? Caller?
Don't do that. Now look, don't get me wrong, man. I am so proud of this man out here with his whole, studio and everything down in Atlanta. That's a huge deal. But that don't mean the man make good movies. Now, is he doing great things and putting black actors in Hollywood and all that stuff? Like, sure, that's wonderful. But he don't make good movies, man. He just don't.
You know what he does better though?
What's that?
He acts better than Bokeem Woodbine. So back to the list here.
Those are lies.
Yeah, that's a straight up lie.
28.
Thank you.
20.
That's what the old folks call a bald face lie.
20.
Thank you.
28 weeks later.
All right.
Wait, he was in that?
He was.
Yeah.
I don't remember him in that.
He was General Stone. Not 28 days, 28 weeks.
No, I heard.
Okay. American Gangster.
Right. Shot in the face.
This Christmas.
Right.
Oh yeah, right.
He was another movie where he was estranged from his in this case stepfather, but okay.
Prom Night.
Didn't see Prom Night.
Me neither.
Rock and Roller.
Didn't see that.
Let's see. Obsessed. That was when he was the villain.
Saw that. He was not the villain.
Oh, wait, he was the villain?
Yeah.
Ollie Larder was the villain.
Yeah,
he was the victim.
Right.
Oh, I thought that was when he was stalking somebody.
No, that was when he was getting stalked by Ollie Larder.
Is the bad guy?
No, that was the crappy movie with Beyonce, where he and Beyonce are married, and Ollie Larder is stalking him. Yeah,
I like the fact
Beyonce
that
kicks her ass at the end of the movie.
Well, that's not really real because Beyonce. I'm not gonna say it. The Losers. That was a great movie.
That was good.
Losers was really good. Losers was good.
Takers.
Yeah. Takers was acceptable.
Of course, the Thor series.
Right. Yeah.
Yes.
Ghost Rider.
He wasn't Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
He was the drunk monk in the second one.
Prometheus.
He was good in Prometheus.
Pacific Rim.
Oh, can't say enough about him in Pacific Rim. No word
Agreed.
need to be said.
Agreed.
Phenomenal.
Here's where, in my opinion, well, him being Idris Elba puts him above Bokeem Woodbine, but him playing Nelson Mandela is a very pivotal moment in his career.
You think that was the most pivotal moment?
No, the most pivotal moment is him actually becoming an actor, because that automatically made him better than Bokeem Woodbine.
Wow. Okay.
Beast of No Nation, Zootopia, Jungle Book, Bastille Day, Finding Dory, Star Trek Beyond, The Dark Tower, Molly's Game.
Look what Mac put in the chat.
I was watching an episode of Space Precinct created by the guy with the puppets, and Idris Elba showed up as a pizza delivery guy. His voice was heavily dubbed. It was a second acting role. And I'm sure that was far way better than anything. Space Precinct, pizza delivery guy on an episode called Double Duty.
Interesting Idris Elba fact. All right. Dave Chappelle was recently on an episode of Joe Rogan's podcast, and he was talking about treating your service workers well because you never know where they're going to be. Idris Elba used to be a security guard at a comedy club and also Dave Chappelle's drug dealer.
Wow.
Nice.
You know what? For that fact alone, Idris Elba is an 8. For that fact alone, he's an 8.
I shouldn't say weed.
Nope,
We don't want to make it seem like it's like drug.
You
no, I knew it was weed. When you said Dave Chappelle, I already knew it was gonna be weed.
Weed, you know, it's
Mr.
You know,
Mr. Elba. If you ever view this podcast, which I'm sure you're looking at it right now, his name is Jay Stonio.
Right.
He is Jay Stonio.
Unless he is by accident.
He is the one slandering your good name by calling you a drug dealer, sir.
He don't care.
Dave Chappelle called him a weed dealer
but
on Joe Rogan's podcast, where millions of people listen.
You called him.
I think I'm good.
You called him a drug dealer, though. You didn't call him a weed dealer.
Is a drug. Weed is a class 2 narcotic. What are you saying to me right now?
Yeah.
So if I
should know this.
So if I say,
what are you saying to me?
So if I say, hey, you're a drug dealer, are you going to automatically assume weed?
Yes.
Well, so here's the thing.
All
squares are rectangles. All rectangles are not squares. So all weed dealers are drug dealers. All drug dealers are not weed dealers. That's just how it works.
Got him.
So,
good night, ladies and gentlemen.
Idris Elba is an 8.
I'm okay with that.
I'll agree with that.
Yeah, I'll take that one.
I hate all of you.
I'll agree with that.
Everybody, once again, viewing this. Well, we're looking at movies, but The Wire will put them up there too as well. Salah, good point.
And Luther's
a really good one that people don't talk about enough.
So
Luther's really good.
So
also his new show on Stars is good too. I can't think of the name. In the Long Run, that's
so,
really good.
So real quick, because I think this is also a valid, fair point for Idris Elba. Idris Elba with the beard and mustache is an 8. Idris Elba when he shaves the beard and mustache is a 2.
I'm trying to think of Idris Elba without the beard and mustache. I don't think I've ever seen it.
I don't care.
There's pictures out there with no beard and mustache, and he looks like a nerd.
Oh. I don't.
Is that like the pictures of Tiger Woods blonde, where they're in the annals of the internet?
Yes, it's on the internet. You can find it. Do your research. Google it. You're a smart man.
I could give a shit about his facial hair. I think he's a good actor.
Yeah, he's really good.
And he's better than Bokeem Woodbine. So thank you everybody once again for tuning in.
On the same level.
Thank you everyone for tuning in.
Oh shit.
Here's the sad part about Baron is that he's the co-host, so I can't ban him from the talk show, from the podcast.
Even though you've threatened that dozens of times.
I have. True that. I hate you guys. Baron, where can they find you so they can follow you and watch you play video games?
They can find me on Baron Rufus Xanatos on Twitch.
Sweet. Cousin D, where can they find you so they can make fun of you?
Well, sometimes I like to go to Busch Gardens, and so if they come across me there, they can make fun of me.
Thank you, Matt.
So
yeah, appreciate it, Matt.
I'm on. Oh wow, that's what's up. I'm on Instagram at Vitruvian Plato. I don't Twitch very much, so yeah.
But you do have a Twitch. What is Twitch?
I do have a Twitch. The Twitch is JS Tonio. Instagram is Vitruvian Plato. And if you like listen to Black social issues,
Ooh.
there's a podcast called Ingenious Perspectives that I'm on.
I ruined that shout out. Sweet. Again, for all my viewers, I don't see you guys doing it, but let's all go to Twitter. Hashtag Baron is trash.
No.
Fair enough.
No, we're not going to do that.
They're not childish.
We're not doing that.
Fair enough.
Did we already congratulate Baron? Did you already do that at the beginning of the episode?
Yes, and he still hasn't said thank you yet.
Oh, okay. Oh.
That is correct.
I appreciate that, D. Thank you.
Wow. Wow.
Have a good week, everybody.
Wow. And I think that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
I think that's it.
Yay, I can play Mass Effect now.
Podcast is over. Podcast is over. Please follow. Please. Oh, there you go. There you go. There you go.
Dying, man.
There you go.
It's a slow, laborious process.
There you go.
Oh man.
Please follow these gentlemen on their random accounts. Of course.
Instagram, Baron X.
Of course, this podcast will be posted to YouTube. If not tonight, tomorrow morning. You can find me at YouTube at the Blerd Tribunal. Also find me on Twitch, Uncle Mike 80. I try to stream on Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays for the Retro Sundays. You can catch Baron on Tuesdays with Leash Capiche. They get some Grand Theft Auto in, and Baron makes her life a living hell. And we're trying to get.
Whoa.
I'm not saying like it's a bad thing.
No. Don't make it seem like I'm the antagonist in that duo. Mac, you could back me up on this one.
No, I'm not saying like it's a negative thing, like it's a bad thing. Like you keep her level headed. She's like the person that has made it big time, but you're that person and be like, hey, remember that time you crapped on yourself at the backseat of my car when I was getting you a McDonald's? And she's like, oh, that.
Oh, wow.
She'd be like, oh yeah,
That's
that.
fair.
Okay.
Yeah, oh yeah, that did happen. Let me shut up. Like that's Baron.
Yeah, no, she'll tell me to go to hell. Or that she hates my guts.
Yeah, that's Baron. Baron will never let you get too above the clouds that he can't shoot you down.
Isn't that nice?
I live for the people.
Yeah. I do it for the people. I do it for the people. So stupid. All right, everybody. Again, thank you for tuning in. See you next Sunday, 10 p.m. Hopefully we can actually stick to a subject and educate you on something. If not,
we probably won't.
Yeah, don't hold up.
Thank you for writing this wonderful train wreck we call the Tribunal Podcast. Y'all have a wonderful night. Deuces.